Approximately 1 in 10 older Americans have been injured, exploited, or otherwise mistreated by someone whom they depend on for care or protection. Yet only 7% of victims ever file a report. I've invited Pedro Portuondo with the Senior Resource Alliance to shed some light on elder abuse and how we can protect our vulnerable elders. And Pedro, this is such an important topic. You know, we were chatting earlier, and often we'll think about elder abuse maybe in an assisted living situation. But now you're telling me that is really not the true case of elder abuse.
That's correct. So it's a misconception. Licensed facilities, the licensed facilities are monitored. So you'll have the licensing agency, you'll have ombudsmen, which are volunteers that go into facilities to advocate for seniors. And with all those departments that are visiting the various institutions and assisted living facilities, at any given time, a person can make a report to APS.
Because there's lots of people coming and going and being in the situation. But now the nice lady that lives down the street alone.
Right, there's nobody there. So that's kind of where if they're isolated, the perpetrators that are there, there's no one for them to contact. So with that being said, it's important for us to get the word out to everyone so everyone understands how to contact, you know, APS and DCF if there's something that's happening, anonymously, of course.
And of course, we'll have all of the information here on graphics where people can find those resources. But there's different types of abuse too. It's not, you may initially think physical abuse, but there's other types as well.
Right, so you have, of course, physical, which are, it's physically being hit, unfortunately, but there's also neglect, and that's, of course, that's not providing things that are needed for a client. So that can be anything from toiletries, assistance with ADLs that they're neglecting from them. There's self-neglect. There's also mental. And unfortunately, one of the stigmas that individuals tend not to talk about is sexual abuse that occurs.
And now, you were also telling me the largest share of perpetrators are either family or close person.
So 90% of the perpetrators are someone that's really close to the vulnerable adult. In most cases, it is a family member or someone that they feel real close to.
Right, that's someone that they have a day-to-day possible connection and contact with.
That's correct.
Now, how should people react to this? If the old saying of if you see something, say something. What are the resources they can find?
Well, one of the biggest is the 1-800-96-ABUSE hotline. You can call anonymously. What I like about the hotline is that it's a live individual. It's not automated.
Ah, that is good.
So with that, they're going to want to know the nouns: who, what, where, and with that information that you give based on the findings of the individual on the phone that you're calling, it can be imminent risk. If it's imminent risk, someone will come out within 24 hours to investigate that situation.
Oh, that's really good. So if it has gotten to that point of something really critical, you'll have almost an immediate response to it.
That is correct.
And I understand, Pedro, you also do some training.
That's right. We do, Senior Resource Alliance, we do educational and professional training on the topic of elder abuse. It's free. To the organization, and we bring all the information and we give the data, statistics. We do a great PowerPoint presentation, and again, it's just getting the information out to the families and the professionals and community at large.
Well, Pedro, thank you for stopping by, and if you do suspect an elder is being mistreated, it is important to call the Elder Abuse Hotline and have professionals investigate. Let's keep our elders safe. Thank you, Pedro.
Thank you for having me.